Do you think they've discussed stopping that play at all?
Mike in St. Charles here on the score. Hello, Mike.
That was a legit question.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, getting back to baseball and Kyle Schwarber, I just saw a replay of that bunt he put down. I'm not sure, was that against Pittsburgh that he did that?
It was last night.
Yeah.
That perfect bunt?
It was last night.
Okay. When your producer answered the phone, I've always kind of been under the impression, or it just seems that maybe it's lefties that have a better advantage because there's more right-handed pitchers. But, boy, there are a lot of great lefty batters. You know, George Brett, Carl Yastrzemski.
What?
I'm just saying that it just seems like...
Why don't you give us Babe Ruth while you're at it?
Okay, dickhead.
Truer words were never spoken.
I'm not arguing, but what was that?
That was great. I'm just talking. Okay.
When your
Blink.
producer...
When he answered the phone, I was under the impression that there's a lot more lefty batters.
What did that have to do with the producer answering the phone?
I don't know. Maybe,
all of a sudden,
maybe he shouldn't have.
The effect of Nick Shepkowski makes you appreciate George Brett.
That bunt from Kyle Schwarber, was that against the Pirates?
That was special. That's like brain injury radio all across the board.
Yeah, it was about, I don't know.
Yeah, just a few hours ago, really. I mean, not all that long ago. It's all the. Wow. So he's understanding now there are more great lefty batters, and the first name is George Brett, who's 60 years old.
Less than 24 hours ago.
What?
Anyway.
I'm just confused. Carl Yastrzemski.
I thought he was going down the road that the lefties, they bunt better to the left side of the infield, but I was going to say, well, there's a shift on. Maybe that's the opportunity you're looking for. I don't know. You know what, though, Dan? I've observed.
The texter, was that Terry? Was that Hawk?
That was his gut feeling.
Was that Hawk's cousin?
I've also observed there's some really good right-handed hitters in baseball. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Hank Aaron?
Hank Aaron was a really good one. He was right-handed.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Wow. You know, I'm gonna stick to my theory that it's you. You're the reason the calls are bad. You're the one common denominator of why they've been bad for years.
Look, I just want to know what the guy was talking about.
I mean, you're talking almost 2 decades of terrible calls, and you've been the one link. You are no longer the missing link.
What can I say?
Dan Bernstein.
I don't know. I don't know.
But he finished off that call. That was the best finish to any call we've ever had on the station. Calling you that name. I've never heard that particular name called before on the air.
On the air.
On the air.
Oh, you called me worse than that.
No. I'm saying this like to anyone, directed to anyone on the air. That's a first for me. I've never heard that in 16 years.
Yeah, I don't know why people think that you can say something like that on the air. I'm not saying he's wrong. 312 asks, was that George Brett that laid that bunt down 3 weeks ago last night? You're just noticing George Brett? You're on some kind of delay here.
Shep pointed out George Brett to him. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know why you brought that up.
Don't blame Shep. And don't let the guy off the hook by saying it's Shep's fault that the guy was stupid. It's just no. And if I'm naming historically great left-handed hitters, you miss the best 2 hitters in baseball history are in Babe Ruth and Barry Bonds.
Right.
Who are 1-2, the 2 best offensive players in history.
Before we get to who's your guy, Tom.